The following photos were found by babysitter Alyssa, looking after an 11-year-old boy named Rocco in Ottawa, Canada. Alyssa took on the job of looking after Rocco when his parents had to go on a business trip for a week. Alyssa describes Rocco as a silent child who doesn't talk to anyone other than his parents. During the week she spent at Rocco's house, Alyssa noticed that Rocco rarely left his bedroom, except for mealtimes and occasionally going down to the living room to play video games. On the first day, Alyssa tried to befriend Rocco, but she quickly gave up when it seemed like Rocco didn't like her, or perhaps it was just his inherent personality. However, Alyssa observed that Rocco seemed to have a strong interest in guns, as she accidentally saw a collection in his bedroom. Things took a frightening turn one night when Alyssa felt restless and couldn't sleep. She lay awake in bed for a long time. Suddenly, she heard the door to her room creak open, and when she sat up, she was startled to find Rocco. He just stood at the door and stared at her gravely. When Alyssa asked him what was wrong, Rocco simply turned around and ran back to his room without saying another word. The next day, when Alyssa went to Rocco's room, the power was out, and Rocco was not in his room. Perhaps he was playing video games in the living room. Alyssa mentioned that Rocco had no interest in going outside to play with his friends, which was unusual for an 11-year-old boy. Rocco's room was messy, with scattered crumpled papers all over the floor. That's when Alyssa saw the first drawing, a drawing of a gun, which wasn't surprising given Rocco's passion. Alyssa decided to tidy up the room and continued to find the next drawings, which truly horrified her. It was a series of drawings like a diary, outwardly appearing to be images of Rocco and Alyssa with the caption "babysitter." At that moment, Alyssa thought it might be a story about herself, so out of curiosity she opened it. The first drawing and the words Rocco had written read, "That day was a normal day, the first time my parents brought a babysitter home. I don't know why, but I didn't like her. Maybe because she looked ugly? She's not smart and I don't like her in my house. Why did my parents hire her?" The drawing showed Alyssa sitting on a chair playing with her phone while Rocco was secretly watching her from outside. The second drawing. "Today is the third day she's here. My parents think I'm a child or something hiring someone to babysit me. She's annoying and eats all our food." In the drawing, Rocco is in the kitchen placing his hand near where the knives are kept, while Alyssa is seen with her back turned next to the fridge. The third and final drawing was even worse than the previous two. "She found me sneaking into her room. Next time I have to be more careful." The drawing clearly depicted Rocco hiding a knife behind his back, while Alyssa was sleeping on the bed. And that's exactly what happened last night. Afterward, Alyssa called Rocco's parents to tell them about it, but they said it might be because Alyssa was overthinking. However, Alyssa did not want to stay another night in that house. She packed her things and left immediately after Rocco's grandmother arrived to take over looking after the boy. This painting at first glance may seem like a normal one, a boy playing with his ball, a father sweeping the yard, and a mother standing by the window with a few passing cars on the street. However, if you know the truth behind this painting, I dare say some of you will feel a chill down your spine. The truth is, this painting was created by a 6-year-old boy named Jack. Jack's parents describe him as a rather shy child, or more accurately, extremely shy. He rarely communicates with anyone outside the family. In his free time he watches TV and, as we discovered, also enjoys drawing. So when his parents found this second painting, they began to sense that something was not right. In both paintings the same car and the same man appeared. As mentioned earlier, Jack is an extremely shy boy. Therefore, when his parents saw the painting of him waving to a stranger, they were extremely surprised. Jack said that the car often parks on the opposite side of the street from his house, and whenever the man sees him, he waves. The man is neither a neighbor nor anyone familiar to the family. A few days later, while playing in the yard, Jack ran inside and told his parents that the car had appeared again. However, when Jack's parents rushed to the scene, the man had immediately sped away. Since that day, Jack was not allowed to play outside alone anymore. Several months later, when everything seemed to have been forgotten, Jack excitedly ran inside one day telling his parents that the man had appeared again, inviting him to a place with lots of candies. Once again, when Jack's parents ran outside, the car had vanished without a trace. Late one evening, about after a week, when Jack's father had taken out the trash, he coincidentally spotted the car parked near house. He quickly pulled out his phone and recorded this video. Despite their efforts, couldn't clearly see the license plate of the car, and that was the last time Jack's family saw it. The frightening part here is that the unknown man may have been observing Jack's family for a very long time. Why did he do that? Why? And this is Creep Factor. Thank you for taking the time to watch the entire video. And if you like this video, please click like, share and subscribe to the channel for more interesting contents.